welcome to Battle Rap Arena, man. I'm working on my introductions. This one dude, man, No Mercy. I met him through Bones. He started his own league. He does camera work. Kind of like sidestepped all the politics and this bullshit. Kept his name strong and kept doing events. Skull versus Adi Boom was his first main event right off the gate. Just worked with people. Got in a few beefs, and we'll get into that too if he wants to. I came a good friend of mine, No Mercy TV, one of the best editors I think in the battle rap culture, or maybe in general that I've ever seen. No Mercy, man. What up, No?
Listen, man, No Mercy, Trap New York shit, 346, Battle Rap Arena. Like, let me tell you, man, I'm not a click hopper. You understand what I'm saying? Everything you see me that I'm down with is shit that I'm like really affiliated with, like not just some internet shit. It's really like, you know what I mean, some people that I really fuck with and, really be with outside of all this, social media stuff and shit. So,
Yeah. So, I want to, turn the table on you, you interviewed me and I was humble about the response I got. Now, I want to take the time to interview you on the relaunch of Battle Rap Arena and stuff. So tell me how it was for you growing up. Where did you grow up?
From Harlem, Colonial Projects, 159th and 8th Avenue. If you're not familiar with that particular projects, just think Polo Grounds, Rucker Park, like I'm from over there, you feel me?
Okay, gotcha. And so what got you into battle rap?
Battle rap is just part of the culture in Harlem. Like, when I was going to school, you had people doing the beats on the tables, niggas that spit a verse. Like, I went to school with Charles Hamilton. A lot of y'all might know him, you feel me? Yeah. And he used to be one of the people that was freestyle battling in the cafeteria and stuff like that. And during high school is when the mixtapes got popping. There was a lot of diss records and shit back and forth. And that was also when battling became like a thing that was like showcased, like Fight Club, 106 and Park. You had Smack DVD, Come Up DVD was around at that time too. I don't think they did battles though, but Smack was the main thing that we was into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was in school, I was in like a catch-up program, and we used to we used to go in the art room, take the TV, wheel it into the classroom and throw on the Smack DVD and just be in there watching it until we get caught. And a lot of times there would be battles on them DVDs. So, that's really how I got into it.
So what is there any particular battle that stands out to you that you were like, man, like this is my shit?
J Mills versus Murder Mook, man.
Yes.
That to me is the greatest rap battle of all time. Like, there's not a lot of battles that really like stand towards that. Like, as far as like being in front of the State Building on 125th, like the State Building, that's a corporate building on 125th, and for niggas to actually say, yo, we want to do the battle, we don't want to do it in the park, we gonna do it on the main strip, like 125th, where everybody be at. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was just monumental, and it's like, there's no recapturing that moment. You can't recapture that moment in Webster Hall, Irving Plaza, Stage 48, wherever y'all going in the DMV, like, you can't recapture that moment. You understand? It's just one of those standout moments. There was no flyers at the time. You had to be in the mix to know when battles were going down. You understand? So it's that whole element is just captured in that battle, and it's just, that to me is just one of the best battles ever.
I agree with you 1,000. So would you say this is the best to ever do it?
My GOAT list changed a couple times. You understand me? Originally I had Mook as best ever. Depending on how he do against Averb, he might reclaim that. But first it was Mook, then it was Rex. Right now for me it's Tay-Rock. You understand?
We have a pretty similar timeline on the favorite, Mook,
okay.
Rex. I don't think Tay-Rock was my third. I think it was Pat Stay. I think that was already at one point.
Okay.
But I hear you. So then what makes you get into battle rap? How do you make it your career?
You mean as far as like actually being within like the culture?
Yeah.
Actually, and I this is a dude that I don't really show enough homage to, but I got to start showing him more homage. My guy JR, he's a dude that, first of all, he's Dominican. He's a dude like I go to his house to watch the WWF pay-per-views back in the day and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And when we had stopped, when battle rap kind of like wasn't on the DVDs anymore, I lost transition as far as like, you know, I didn't have a computer, I didn't have internet access, so I didn't know how to catch rap battles. But he was still on it, and he was still like into it. He was watching the battles. He was seeing people do recap prediction blogs, and being that me and him have like, we always had crazy hip hop conversation. Me, him, and other niggas that we was in the hood with, we always had crazy hip hop convo. So he was like, yo, you need to get back, you know, into watching this battle shit, and you should give your opinion, because people who are opinionated are, you know, really respected. So I feel like he was like, you know, he feel like I could give a good outlook on battle rap. So I started paying attention more. The first battle I caught wind of was Math and Rex. And that's because I was on World Star at the time. I wasn't subscribed on YouTube. I didn't even have a YouTube account. But then when he got me back on it, the first battle I seen was like DNA and Surf.
Oh, so you skipped the whole Grind Time era?
Yeah, Grind Time, Lions Den, like I pretty much skipped all of that. And I want to say after DNA and Surf is when I started really watching it again and paying attention to like every battle that was happening. You know, so at that point, I think Summer Madness 1. That was the first time I did a prediction blog. I actually went to the event, I did a recap, and from then on, I was just going to events, prediction blogs, doing recaps. I was going to UW events, you know, so that was my start in getting into the battle rap culture.
That's funny, man. I'm gonna show you the Jesse Rican channel where the battle rap arena was originally. My first video
okay.
is a Summer Madness 1 recap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Summer Madness 1 was the first event I went to. You know, I think along the way we've seen Smack grow up. I mean, all these other leagues grow up and kind of learn from their mistakes and so on and so on. Is there stuff that you've seen, mistakes on their part or other leagues' parts, where you incorporate into running your own league?
Of course. It's the thing. Throughout watching all of the different battle leagues that was around, I feel like I kind of took bits and pieces from everyone, as far as like, okay, URL does trailers before they put out a battle. I started doing trailers and recap trailers of the events and stuff. You have like Block City, who would get big names to come battle their upcoming battles. That's something that I took from them. And it's like little different stuff here and there that I kind of took from everybody when I started my league, and was like, yo, and it wasn't just what I took from everybody else, but also my own vision of how I thought battle rap should look. So I took that, mixed it with what I learned from the other leagues, and that's how the Trap New York came about.
Okay, let's go. Trap New York, the first event, is that the first, well, you said, my bad, you said the predictions and the recaps was your first contributing to the culture. Yeah. What was your, like, big step in, though? Was it the first event with Skull versus Adi Wong?
Well, Skull versus Adi wasn't the first event. That was our third event, actually.
Oh,
but that was the first time we had a big name, who at the time, Skull was on UFF.
Right.
And Adi, he had caught a body at our first event. So we was like, okay, Adi fire, let's put him up against somebody who's really that next level up. And that's, you know, how that battle came about. You know what I mean?
Okay, so how do you throw your... all right, so let's go down the timeline. When does your first event go by up to the third event? Like, take us down that whole road. My first event... And how does the Trap New York name come into play?
All right. I'm gonna start with the name first. I was seeing how Trap House Philly was moving, and at the same time, I was rocking with Bill Collector. So through doing my predictions and recaps and stuff like that, I was getting a lot of fan requests asking me to start a league. And I mean, like, not just on YouTube comments. I mean, like, getting stopped in the street. People asking me, yo, you planning on doing battle leagues? Like, I had artists coming up to me that was seeing my recaps on URL and was saying, like, yo, with as opinionated as you are, you probably should start a battle league and help, you know, discover new talent and stuff. So I'm like, all right, let me give it a shot. So me and Bill Collector, who had a great relationship at the time, I hollered at him, and I'm like, yo, like, why don't y'all do a New York division of Trap House? So initially it was Trap House New York, you know. So he introduced me to Bones. I had Bones blessings. I knew Peso prior because we did a couple of like interviews. Like, he really just seen me grinding. He reached out to me on Twitter, and we did like the first Smack and Beasley interview on camera. And you know, we had just been doing little stuff here and there, and from that we developed a relationship as far as, you know, a business relationship. So when it came to the Trap New York and he seen my blog speaking on it, he was like, yo, I can help you, you know, with running and, you know, really bringing the vision to life. And that was how that came about. All right, now the first event, I didn't do my normal, like how now we might reach out to certain people. What I did was I put out a blog saying that, what I did was put out a blog saying that we doing our first event, and anybody that wants to battle, we'll give a plate to and, you know, match them up and stuff like that. We didn't really have a system, but knowing who I was within the battle rap culture at the time, as far as like how popular I was for my recaps and everything, I knew that if I just put out a blog saying like, yo, who want to battle, then we would get a lot of people requesting, and we did. And I think our first event, we had 5 battles set up. I think maybe 1 didn't go down, but the other 4 went down. And then from there, it was just history. Like, we just, we would make it a thing to work with talent that we've been working with, and then try to introduce a couple new faces at a time. So that way, you're getting the people you seen last time, but you're still getting a fresh new face that you've never seen before. And I mean, like, people with no footage. Like, that's how Excel came about. You know, that's how Jimz came about. That's how Doc came about, you know? So
Jimz started on your league?
All right. Let me explain this, and because there's a lot of mix-up as far as this. Jimz was my friend prior to our battle rap entry. Like, as far as, like, what we do in battle rap. Now, when Jimz first approached me and said that he was, you know, thinking about battling, I think, no, we didn't put him on our first event. He was actually on our second event. He battled Excel. But his very first battle was on Spitter's Battle League by Bloody Knuckles. It was a dude named Hugh Hef. Now, Jimz actually came to me and told me I think he'd been to a prior event and he wanted to try out battling. So he tried it out, and we told him, yeah, like, you know, see if you could do it and see what's up. So he went and did it. Footage came out. He was fire. And from there was when, you know, he was pretty much on both leagues. He would do some Spitter stuff and he would do some trap stuff. But it wasn't like he was on some, like, straddling the fence type shit. Like, no, we had a relationship. We was wild cool. So it's like, if you want to battle on Spitters, cool. And if you want to do a trap battle, just holler at me and, you know, we set it up. And that's pretty much how he came about.
Okay. And then, so you and Bloody had this, was it like a professional little rivalry? Or like competition, like friendly competition?
I'm not gonna say it was friendly because there was a lot of shots thrown that at first I wasn't answering. There was shots being thrown publicly. There was shade being thrown behind the scenes, and I kind of get it because it's like, if you're the person that's established and, you know, you're doing your thing, and it's like some new gunner come around that you feel like he could possibly take your spot and things like that, you might be telling your artist, yeah, fuck that nigga, his shit not gonna be popping, his shit not gonna be lit. Like, you're gonna be probably throwing shade. But I respect expect stuff like that because I'm like, all right, you're going to talk all this shit now, but you're going to see where we at years later down the line because me, I'm a person, like, I'm persistent. You understand? I love proving people wrong. So, I did at the time kind of take stuff personal because, like, I didn't know none of these people in battle rap. You understand? So I'm not familiar with how people are moving. Like, when I was going to throw an event, I asked him for if he knew any venues. And I didn't know that was, like, against battle rap code. You understand what I'm saying? So he wound up telling somebody behind the scenes, like, yeah, this nigga Mercy asked me for venues and shit. And it's like, I didn't know that was an issue. You understand me? So, I wouldn't say it was a rivalry. Like, we really had issues and stuff that he did that I took personal. So when we got to a level where it's like we on the rise, we got the buzz, and we the ones being talked about, and they kind of on like pretty much fading away, I'm like, yo, I'm about to just get this nigga out of here. And you know that I hate to say it like that, but that's pretty much what happened. You feel me?
Yeah, let's get into your little beefs, because you've had your share of beefs.
Yep.
You take us down the history of the beefs and how which one you found the most disrespectful. Like,
well, you tell me which beefs you want to discuss.
Well, we already talked about the bloody one, right?
Yeah.
And then I know at one point you and Bill got into it.
Yeah.
Should we skip over that one?
Yeah, we can skip over that. I mean, all the blogs is out. He released a blog on his channel, like not the blog where he talking crazy, but one where he actually spoke positively about me and broke down like where the rift really was at. You know, so that's clarified already. It's like water under the bridge now, so I don't want to, you know, reignite nothing. Okay. But, you know, that's really where that came about, you know?
And, you know, I see you're reckless on Facebook, man.
Yes, fuck everybody. Fuck your mother. Suck my dick. All y'all people that sit around getting mad that I'm making certain posts and shit like that. Like, listen, I'm on social media, have fun, speak my mind, and do what the fuck I want. You understand? You know, that's just me. That's been me ever since a little nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I've always been the person that spoke my mind and just, you know, freely spoke. And the problem that people have is that I speak with logic. You understand? I don't speak off emotion. I don't speak off just randomly blabbing my mouth. So it's like, people don't like that because half the time you can't really challenge the things that I say. Why? Because when you're speaking from a logical standpoint, people can't challenge that. They try to challenge it with emotion, which is like ass backwards, but you know, you're supposed to challenge emotion with logic. You're not supposed to try to challenge logic with emotion. And in battle rap, it's people that, you know, are really emotional and, you know, try to do that. And a lot of times it just doesn't work, so they wind up getting mad at me, speaking disrespectfully, you understand? But, you know, one thing I can say about myself is that I never ran from a fight. Like, I fought, I've got jumped niggas. Like, it's wild other shit that has happened to people because of me, like, you know, off, you know, doing all this wild shit. So it's like, all that disrespect, leave that shit alone, man. Let me give y'all something that's gonna be key. If you're gonna be disrespectful in the group, be disrespectful on your page, whatever. But don't come on my page being disrespectful to me, threatening me, because, you know, it's serious people that are on my social media. You understand? People who don't comment, people who are just gonna see what you say, they're gonna scroll by, they're gonna say, okay, he talking crazy, Mercy, right? And I wind up getting things sent to my phone. You understand? I get addresses, I get kids' schools, I get families and things of that nature. So what I'm gonna tell y'all is this: just be careful of the things you say on my social media when it comes to disrespecting me, because now, like I was saying, the last person to violate and then think they was gonna jump in my inbox with an address sent the address to somebody that happens to be in the area, and from what I heard, niggas don't be outside like that. You understand? So the unnecessary, all that threatening and all that shit, I'm not doing that on social media. Police watch. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am. And I know if I say certain things on social media, it's not going to be good for me. So what we're going to do is once y'all get to that level, we're going to wait to see each other. You understand? Because when we see each other, that's when all that social media suck my dick and all that, that's when I want you to be that same person in person. You understand? So I'm not going to keep doing the back and forth social media shit. I've done it with so many people, and then when you see people in person, it's, oh, that's just some Facebook shit. You know, I ain't really mean it like that. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. I know one thing about me, all these issues I done had, I never apologized to nobody. I never took my words back. I never seen nobody in person and froze up. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, situations where that did happen, we just gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I'm on social media to enjoy myself, to promote, speak my mind, tell jokes. Don't take anything I say serious. You understand? That's really the only thing I can do.
So most of this stems from like social media commentary, the beef.
Yeah. Like it don't come from nothing serious, because I don't know these niggas. Like when you talk about real beef, you talking about niggas getting beat up, niggas getting shot, like stuff like that. Like it don't be no situations where it gotta escalate to that point. Because I'm not doing business with none of these motherfuckers. Like it's a whole bunch of just Facebook stuff and niggas getting mad about shit that I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like you can make a post speaking on an artist, and then somebody getting their feelings, and then there'll be a back and forth, and then all of a sudden they start trying to describe your lifestyle, and they start trying to knock you as a band and stuff like that. And then when it gets to that point, it's like, when you look at where it started from, it's like, yo, bro, we about to fight or possibly kill each other over this. Like, this is where it stems from, and it's just like the shit's stupid. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not backing down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, always up for a fight. You understand me? Like, anytime you approach me, you can see me, like, I'm around. And that's another thing, I'm outside, I'm around. Like, I'm doing this interview outside. You understand? I still be in Harlem. Like, I'm accessible. I run into fans all the time. You understand me? So these battle niggas, man, I don't be seeing them anymore. You understand? Like, I done been in like some of the grimiest hoods in like Brooklyn, in the Bronx, and done ran into people. You understand? Like, I think one day last year, I was outside shooting like a web series or something. This nigga Peso just happened to be driving up like the highway, and he seen me outside. You understand me? Like, people actually see me out and about. You know what I mean? But the rest of y'all niggas don't be seeing y'all niggas for some reason. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. But I just know I'm cut from a different cloth. You threaten me online, some other people gonna come see you. So, just leave me alone.
No, I think you know, I think we can even leave it at that. We don't have to say no names and shit. You know what I mean? I think you spoke the piece and you spoke it clear.
Yeah.
You know?
Currently, I have no beefs, at least that I'm aware of. You understand? And every once in a while, you'll get these little niggas who they might have been on a trap at one point and their careers ain't going nowhere. Then like 3 years later, they come in on the interview talking about fuck Mercy, fuck Peso. Like, get your life together, man. You understand? Like, if you ain't making nowhere in 3 years with the help that Mercy and Peso gave you, like, y'all should look at it like this. You had Mercy help and you ain't go nowhere? That should tell you about the problem ain't us. You understand me? So we make stars on the regular. Like, we a star breeding factory. Like Jimz, Excel, Dot, Gaddafi Green, Fettuccine 20. Like, niggas who come over here from other places that they didn't get popping, and they come to us, and all of a sudden they stars. You understand? Like, the list goes on. You got Ash Cash, you got Dre Dennis, who got his own league now. He's been on TV. Like, come on. You got Jay Murder, Show Off. Like, all these people we could sit here and name. We could name people for days. You got Kush Cloud, Daddy Mason, Young Smurf, who, you know, ain't really doing, you know, too well with us, but, you know, we gave him a platform to start doing his own thing, and now he's off to other situations.
He's from Queens, right?
Nah, he's from Ohio.
I'm thinking about Smurf.
But,
Smurf, yeah. I had Smurf on my name.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's all these different people, like, that's people that's getting paid, they traveling the world and doing their thing on battle rap. Like, that's what we aim for. That's what we here for. So it's like, if we done put all our muscle and everything behind you, and you still ain't going nowhere, then that speaks volumes about yourself. Don't speak volumes about us.
Let me ask you something too. Like, throwing a few of my own events, I got frustrated dealing with a couple of artists as far as, I remember one person, I'm not going to say who, but he's like, I want to start getting money. Now, this is where I started feeling frustrated at, because if you bring money through the door, if you're going 15 million homies and they're paying, okay, you bring in the crowd there, we can talk a little bit,
Yeah.
But if you show up late just by yourself, and you're making me the minimum amount of views that I'm getting on YouTube, like, where's the logic in you getting money? This is your opportunity. Do you agree with that? I mean, have you had, like, similar issues with some artists, with conversations like that?
Of course, but you also have to understand that artists are not the best business people. You understand? Like, the reason some of us are able to handle the business side is because some of us have a better outlook. You understand? We understand money, we understand analytics, we understand, if you bringing in this much revenue, then okay, you get this amount of cut. You understand? So that's what people like league owners are there to situate. But artists, they are delusional. You understand? A lot of them, like, they might have a couple battles on YouTube. When they go back to their hood, which is like a small hood in the middle of nowhere that don't really get no type of action, they come do a battle in New York, and their whole hood is, cheering them on and, telling them they the shit and all that. But these the same people not coming to your battles. You still showing up by yourself or with one or two people, then you're not getting no cut. You understand? You high off of the congrats and the acknowledgement you getting in your area, but at the same time, you're not bringing us no revenue to where we can say, let's get this person to cut us some money. You understand?
What's one issue? Can you tell us one issue? You don't have to name names, but that you were like, is this dude being serious right now?
Jesse, it's hard to pinpoint just one issue because it's been so many. And I mean, like, check this out, right? You'll have somebody that come to me, I don't know them from a hole in the wall. They might battle on a certain league, and on that league, they get decent views. Let's say they get like 2,000 or 3,000 per battle, 2,000 or 3,000 views per battle. They'll come to me, I want to do a battle with y'all. You're basically asking me to use my platform. So I give you a battle with somebody that's up and coming because you might have a certain amount of clout on your league, but you haven't done nothing over here to deserve anything. So I'll tell them, here's your opponent, blah, 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 here's the date, etc., etc. And they'll say, okay, I'll do it. Day before the event, they can't do it. And I'm asking, like, what's the problem? Why are you backing out of the battle, blah, blah, blah. And I'm expressing that, like, this is some bullshit. Like, you said you wanted to do this, you said you was good. And then they'll come back like, but I'm not getting paid for this. Dude is a nobody, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you accepted the battle. Like, how you didn't know all this when I first asked you the battle? I asked you about this shit 2 months ago. Now, all of a sudden, he's a nobody and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what that is? People getting in other people's ears.
Yeah.
And that's where you hear the change.
And that's why I say it's been so many situations, because there's been situations where it was just that person doing some bullshit, and there's been other situations where people getting in their ear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you 1,000%, man. So now, after the Skull versus ID, you just went down a hard list of stars that you did create. Now, are you going to try to make it hard for your event? I mean, because ARP started off just like us. You know what I mean? ARP broke off from Star, and I don't think I'm not saying anything that's not public knowledge. He invested in Star's data, and he said, fuck it, I'm doing my own thing. And ended up going this route, and ended up getting maybe the biggest battle we've seen in like 10 years. Do you picture doing that, or you're just are you happy where you're at?
Yeah, I'm happy where we are because what we want to do is we want to bring in the stars. You understand? Taking and it's not even, you know, to slight ARP because what they do over there is dope. But at the same time, to book these battles, you have to have a certain level of finance. You have to have money to put together the battles that they put together. And it's not just that I'm not making that kind of money, but at the same time, I prefer to get the guys from the ground up. You understand? Like, my vision is bringing in the stars. Like, let's say, all right, through battle rap, we done brought in a bunch of stars, right? Suppose I decide to get into something like doing movies and skits and stuff like that, and probably becoming a talent agency. You understand? Like, we want to be the bridge. We want to be the people that bring the up-and-coming guys that got potential to the big leagues.
That's dope.
You know, so it's not really about us trying to, you know, be like anybody. I mean, trust me, if I pull together certain resources, the biggest cards that y'all have seen, I probably could do something bigger than that. Like, if I really said, yo, let me go on my phone, make a bunch of phone calls, but I don't feel like doing it. You understand? For one, battle rap doesn't generate, like, let's say if I could get up $200,000, right? Put an event together, it's not going to bring in $200,000. You understand? You're not going to flip your money or nothing like that. So it's like, why would I waste all that time getting up $200,000 that it's not going to flip, you know, to where I could give everybody back their $200 and then still walk away with my own. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, that just don't make sense to pull all my resources into that. You know, so I'd rather stick to the safe route, which is, you know, bringing in the stars and, you know, helping them get shine and helping them get to that next level. So y'all leagues that got all the bigger budgets, y'all can pay these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
You know, and smack to the blog, and you know, if we have like 5 minutes to spare afterwards, I would like to do a little blog myself at the smack blog. But what was your take on it? Or do you want to talk about it with me? It's up to you.
We can do both. I really don't care.
Okay,
but
so
listen, man. Niggas was up there fucking up. Material wasn't crazy. I mean, everybody got all the excuses in the world. I'm seeing battle rappers sit on there, defend each other. Like, it's the problem with battle rappers, right? Y'all sit on Twitter, defend everybody on that card, on that Summer Madness 7 that was fucking up. And you know what happens? When y'all battle them, y'all gonna say, at Summer Madness 7, you was trash. The fuck sense does that make? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna sit there and defend him, but then when you battle him, you're gonna bash him. You understand? I don't wanna hear that, oh, it's just a rap battle shit. No. You understand? Like, I'm a person who stand on morals and principles and shit like that, so if you're gonna defend a nigga, don't bring it up in the battle. You feel me? But, listen, man, a lot of niggas, Smack wasn't proud of what happened up there. You know, there was a lot of fumbling, there was a lot of one-sided battles, a lot of choking and shit, you know, and for it to be Summer Madness, it's in Vegas, Floyd in the building, like, that's not the type of performance that, you know, he wants to affiliate with his brand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got celebrities in the building, you don't know where battle rap can take you with the right people watching. Floyd is the highest paid athlete in the world. He took 6-7 hours out his day to say, I'm gonna come watch these battle niggas. So you mean to tell me y'all not appreciative of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing people saying Floyd opinion don't count and all that. Like,
well, I didn't hear that, but what I did hear was, you know, you can't take all the blame of the Smack when he knew that you were choking and he kept booking.
Yeah, but that's really the only thing you can say. It's still up to these artists to show and prove. Like, if I book you for a battle, despite what battles you have coming up or whatever, if you tell me, yo, I can put on a performance or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to pay you to do that. So if I pay you to do that and then you don't do that, I have a right to be mad. Absolutely. You know? But I do agree, Smack should stop booking them niggas. Like, sit niggas down for a while. Like, let certain niggas, like, I fuck with New Jersey Twerk. I think he has the potential to be one of the next GOATs of battle rap. But he has to stop battling on every single card. A person like Twerk is a novelty. Like, he's a rare occurrence in battle rap. That's not somebody you oversaturate. You don't book him on every card every month. Right. You let him battle
when need be.
Yeah, like every 2 or 3 months. You understand? I understand people got to get money and all that, but at the end of the day, it's still your brand that's on the line. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, are you suggesting maybe even paying them to sit out a little bit also? Like,
here's the thing, and I spoke on this a while back. If you're gonna do contracts where people can't battle in other places, you have to be able to pay them to sustain their lifestyle outside of battle rap. You understand? So you can't have somebody under contract, and even if they're battling once a month, let's say they're making $1,000. That's $12,000 for the year. $12,000 is probably what some people paying rent. You understand? So if you're just paying rent, you don't have money to do anything else. And that's what I feel like contracts in battle rap have to be when it comes to the bigger leagues. You understand? It has to be $50,000 or $60,000 contracts for the year. You know? And it's like, if you can't do that, then these battlers, they're going to go other places. They're going to battle 1,000,000 times, still trying to get more money. And then when they finally do get back to you, already going to fuck up.
Now, you said something interesting to me the other day. You said, it's got a little dark, I think it's a little.
Yeah.
You said, regarding contracts, I wasn't oh, when you go to events, that, I was like, yo, you gonna bring a camera there? You're like, man, I just go to enjoy. Now, this is access to 200 battlers at one time. Why that personal choice of leaving your camera?
Because I'm a person who, like, I'm really like a person who, all right, if I'm a league owner and I'm regularly throwing events, I'm working, I'm always editing footage and shit like that, when I go to somebody else's shit, I'm not there to work. I'm not going to RBE or none of these other leagues to go work with cameras and do interviews and shit like that. Like, no, I want to actually enjoy some battles. Because it's rare that I get to enjoy battles because I throw my own events. I'm constantly editing footage. So constantly editing means you're constantly watching footage. And it's like, yo, I want to go to somebody else's shit. I want to go to RBE, sit in VIP and kick my feet up with my wife. We have some drinks and some wings and just go crazy and enjoy some battles.
Did you get VIP tickets?
Nah, I'm not going to this one. I'm not going to be at this one.
Oh, you're not going to be at this one?
Nah, I got to do a pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But normally when I do go to RBE, like I'm usually, you know, in VIP or on stage and, you know, just chilling. Shout out to them because they show us a lot of love when we pull up. You know what I mean? So definitely salute to them. But shit, that's the legal events I go to the most. You understand? So,
I've never been to one, you know, and I've
you should.
I know, and ALP's been nothing but a great person to me. I love ALP, man. So
shout out to them.
Yeah. Where's No Mercy TV at now? Where you at? What do you plan for the future? Are you gonna go to the wake Sunday morning? Verb's wake, or are you just gonna, are you gonna stay? Are you not gonna show respect to Verb and go to the wake? Last part I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I think Mook gonna body him. I think it's gonna be a 30. I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near close, you know. But as far as No Mercy TV, what I plan to do is just pretty much provide more content. You know, I'm already doing the vlogs. Y'all see the work I'm doing with Battle Rap Arena. Still doing my Trap New York shit. What I'm gonna be doing, y'all know I do music videos, so got Brad holla at me for, you know, a video or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on providing content. What I want to start doing is getting to doing like short films, possibly full-length movies that I'll just throw on YouTube, and you know, different things like that to, you know, further expand the repertoire and the resume. You know, I've done so well at finding battle rap stars. Like, this shit too easy for me. You understand? So now I want to get to the next level. I want to find the next person that's gonna be in fucking Avengers 29. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to start doing stuff like that. Like, just finding the next, you know, dope talents in different areas, not just battle rap. You know what I mean? Because I got a vision as far as, like, I understand star power, star qualities, and image and things like that. So I want to get to discovering, you know, those next people.
Oh, actually, before I let you leave, J Legend, I asked him, do you have any questions for No Mercy? He said, I asked him before, but I would like him to answer this again on camera. Why don't you have more female battles on your cards?
Here's the thing. Female battle rap is really a small market. Like, it's, for one, it's not a lot of female battles. You know, on Verse Tracker, right, let's say if they say there's 17,000 female battlers, you could probably only name
5.
Yeah, like, that's literally, like, you could probably only name, like, 15 or 20 active female battlers. And probably not even that. You know, and I understand it because females are shy, they're a little more emotional, so it's like, getting in front of a crowd and rapping is not easy for all of them. You understand? So it's more easy for a dude to get up there and do it than it is for a female. You know, it's not no sexist thing, it's not a double standard thing, it's just that the way females take in having to do that. Like, there's a lot of female rappers out there, but as far as female battle rappers, it's not really, you know, a big pool to choose from. So.
All right, man, so, you know, any last words? You want to get anything off your chest? Or?
Fuck everybody if you don't like me, and if you fuck with me, I fuck with you.
Perfect. All right, battle rapper reading.